Alrighty, so we are 6 weeks out, roughly, from American River 50 miler out in Auburn. I'm stoked. Body feels good. We've been doing long weekends, and this is probably going to be the longest weekend I've done in the prep. Did 20 miles yesterday, and I'm going to be shooting for a total of another 10 to 14 today. That's a lot for me. I'm going to break it up maybe into 2 different workouts. I'm going to try to do Training Hill up in Auburn. It's like a 4 or 5 mile route with like 1,000 feet of elevation. And then I'm going to try to come back, get some lunch, and then maybe run American River Trail for another 7 or 8 miles just to catch up. So splitting it in 2 days. Normally I do these trail runs with some buddies, but they're all down for the count. So I got to do a pit stop and pick up some nutrition because I'm completely out, and I got to pick up some gas. So other than that, though, we're going to be on our way up to Auburn. So come with. Also, traffic heading to Auburn right now is actually pretty hefty, obviously, because it is later in the day. So didn't calculate it, but now we've got a 40-minute drive ahead of us. I figured I'd take this time to just chat a little bit to the camera and you guys, and just kind of share what's been going on in my mind over this prep for the AR-50 here in Auburn. So I mean, I always it's funny because I always talked about seeing how much weight I can hold on my shoulders just in life, like as a metaphor in life. Like, there's a healthy amount of stress that kind of, you know, calluses you a little bit. Running right now, I mean, I'm doing 40 to 50 miles a week now in preparation for this thing. And that's like a decent amount of time on feet every week, just working, trying to go to the gym, running, spending time with my girlfriend and being there, and being present. Man, that's like really hard to balance, and something that I've never necessarily had to do because I've never been this committed to any training I've probably ever done. So it's a weird balance that I'm figuring out now, and but it's good. You know, I was talking to some buddies, and I was speaking about how the reality is when you get better and when you get stronger, it means typically you're doing more and you're putting your body through more. So what you end up finding out is the areas of weakness that you didn't really even realize you had. Imbalances in my hips and my glutes and my knee, and it's causing all kinds of issues and problems. And it's kind of a funny metaphor for life too. Like, I have so much training to do now, and friends to give attention to, and time to, and a girlfriend, and work, and you have to be like 100% at all of these different things all at the same time. Through this prep in the last 3 months, it has felt like a weird struggle, like a silent struggle, because I just don't even know how to talk about something like this. You know, like how do you speak about willingly putting yourself through pain and struggle? Like, you can't complain about something you're willingly putting yourself through, right? Like, that's a weird thing to do. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go put myself through pain every weekend, but yet I'm gonna sit here and complain about it. At the same time, while I feel very confident with the stuff I'm doing, I also feel very vulnerable, because I know doing these hard things are just exposing so many flaws that I had prior. Like, for example, the ability to hold a lot of things and juggle life. I thought maybe I was okay at that, and I'm realizing now that there's levels. There's levels to it, and if I want to keep doing everything that I really want to do, I got to get better at that. So, but yeah. Did a bid for everything he had, brought us up to do the same. One afternoon in June, they had us working just like a couple mules. My cousin and me, 20 feet deep and covered in redwood clay. Lord, I'm down in the gutter where the creek is high. Lord, I'm down in the gutter where only the moon shines. Without money, you can't buy nothing. We at the park, like a mile away from the entry of Training Hill, because it's late and everybody and their mom wants to be out here. I'm gonna get all my stuff and I'm gonna head out there. I will say it is beautiful today. So That's the good news. I mean, I'm literally standing on part of the Western States Trail. You know, it's like Auburn is like the hiking capital of the world. There's so many different places to go out here, and it's like, I mean, the views are pretty insane, always, right? But we have access to so much. Like, we're 2 hours away from Tahoe. We're 45 minutes away from Auburn. 2 hours away from San Francisco. 3-4 hours away from Big Sur. Like, it's not a terrible place to be, is it? You know. I think I came the wrong way because that looks really steep, and I've already been climbing for half a mile. I mean, there's no running. I'm just power hiking. That's crazy. That's man, it's been this steady incline for at least half a mile.
Snooping around back, Lord, I'm down in the gully where the creek is high. Lord, I'm down in the gully where only the moon shines. Without money you can't buy nothing, and nothing is a damned old shame. When you're in the hole, you sell your soul for running water instead of rain. Where the hills were filled with the smell of cash, cooking in that copper steel. Everybody knew where to get their brew, and that made our family name. Lord, I'm down in the gully where the creek is high. Lord, I'm down in the gully where only the moon shines.
Of the whole run so far. I've never actually hiked or ran up Training Hill. That was the first time I've ever done that, and apparently it's one of the steepest peaks in Northern California. I had no clue, absolutely no idea. Oh, yeah. That was a workout and a half. I mean, my God. I guess that's what I get for not really doing a whole lot of research and just coming out here and just deciding to rip it. Had no idea what that trail was supposed to look like. And I found out pretty quickly. Yeah, I only did about, like, to be truthful, I did a mile up, and then just did a mile back down, and then I ran 3.5 miles along the river, because there was just no way I was gonna keep going up. And that's the worst part about it, is that trail keeps going up. I got, like, I don't even think I got halfway up, and I did like 1,000 feet. I definitely didn't even get halfway up. No way. That was brutal. Man. And now we're gonna try to find lunch here in Auburn because I'm pretty hungry, and I gotta run at least another 8 miles today, 7 or 8 miles. So it's already, I think, 1:20, so I gotta get going. We're gonna find some lunch. So I didn't end up staying in Auburn to eat. I went to Sweet Green. Doesn't look too bad. Let me pull in the camera here. Right? It's like a healthy, that's a healthy dosage. That's a healthy serving. Got some quinoa rice, white rice, apple. Love a good apple. Some sweet potato, and then chicken. Pretty much it. I am an addict, so when I eat, I like to watch podcasts. And right now, I'm still watching somewhat old podcast with Chris Williamson. If you don't know Chris Williamson, probably one of the most well-spoken ex-playboys I've ever seen. Get on Chris Williamson if you don't know, haven't heard of him. We're gonna put this bad boy on.
You should make your case known. You know, you're Ignis Semmelweis. You know about the germ theory of disease.
Alrighty, that is that's the day done. I was sitting in the parking lot and was gonna turn the camera on and talk to you guys for a little bit, but I'm really tired and I want to go home, so I figured I'd just record on the drive back. You know, nobody could watch these videos, but the reality is I like editing and making films and making content and making movies and telling stories, so screw what everybody else thinks. If somebody wants to watch it, or if nobody wants to watch this, then, you know, so be it. But I should keep doing things that I enjoy, and I enjoy storytelling, so I'm gonna try to tell my story and other people's stories. So yeah, that is a wrap on I don't even know what the series is called, but we're 6 weeks away from AR-50, so I guess this is the AR-50 prep. Probably at this point episode 1, kind of late, but it is what it is. Anyways, see ya.